You're building your brand all wrong if you're not doing this one thing. Are you tired of creating content that just falls flat? You're posting on social media every day and you're sending emails, but it feels like you're shouting into the void, attracting the wrong people, or worse, no one at all. But what if you could create a brand that speaks so clearly to your ideal clients that they feel like they know you before they even hire you? That's the power of a strong brand voice. If you want to stop guessing and finally build a brand that's memorable and magnetic, and learn the secret to making sure your message is consistent and clear every single time, then stay right here because I'm going to show you how. Let's go. Hey, it's Doree, and I help solopreneurs like you to hone your content, to connect and convert your ideal clients. In this video, we're going over the essential steps to define your unique brand voice. I had a client named Joanne, and her brand voice was all over the place. She thought she had to sound super buttoned up, corporate, and professional when she was writing for her website, and then she'd write more like herself on social media. But it was confusing for her audience and exhausting for her. It wasn't until I sat down with her to help her define her brand voice and personality, just like we're about to do, that she started to attract her dream clients. But before we start building, let's get really clear on what brand voice is. Think of your brand voice like a personality. It's the unique, consistent way you express yourself across everything you do, whether it's your website, your emails, and your social media. It's who you are at your core. Now, here's what it isn't. Voice and tone. They're two different things, and it's a mistake that so many people make because they conflate the two. Your voice is your personality, and a brand voice, just like your own physical voice, stays the same. It's your tone that shifts based on the situation you're in and who you're talking to. So your voice might normally be playful, but your tone should shift to something more serious and empathetic when you're handling a customer complaint. Just like a person, you have one voice, but you change your tone when you're speaking to your best friend and when you're speaking to your grandma or grandpa. And your brand just works the same way. The goal isn't to be a robot, but to have a consistent core personality that adapts its tone to the context of the conversation. All right, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but is it really that important for my small business? My solopreneur business? My answer is 1,000% yes. In a crowded market, your brand voice is what makes you stand out. It's how you go from being just another service provider or another entrepreneur to being the only choice for your ideal client. The number one benefit is trust. When your voice is consistent, your audience knows what to expect. They feel like they know you, and people like to buy from who? People they know, like, and trust. An inconsistent voice creates confusion, and a confused mind always says no. Because what? When you confuse them, you lose them. And let's be honest, using a guide, a style guide, a brand voice guide, whatever, isn't all that sexy, and it's not the most exciting topic in the world. But it makes creating content so much faster and easier. When you have a clear guide, you eliminate the guesswork. You're not wasting time staring at a blank page and wondering how you should sound. You have a roadmap that ensures everything you create is cohesive and authentically you. All right, so here's step one. First things first, you can't build a voice out of thin air. It has to be rooted in the foundation of your business. And this means looking at your mission statement. Oh, you don't have a mission statement? Well, let's start there. What is the why behind what you do? Your voice needs to echo the purpose and mission of your business. Who are you talking to? You need to get crystal clear on your target audience. And I'm not just talking about their age and location and what they do for a living. What are their goals? What are their pain points? What kind of humor do they have? When your voice speaks their language, you can build an instant connection. Basically, we're talking about the difference between demographics and psychographics. Finally, do a quick audit of your existing content and look at your best performing posts or emails. What do they all have in common? You might already have a natural voice that's working for you, and now we just need to be intentional about it. That brings us to step two. Let's define your brand voice personality. This is the fun part. Ask yourself, if your brand were a person, what would they be like? How would you describe them? I want you to brainstorm 3 to 5 adjectives that describe the personality of your brand. Playful, authoritative, Witty, funny, inspiring. List them out to get the core of your brand's personality. Once you have your adjectives, we need to add clarity with a this, not that chart. This is a game changer for staying consistent. You might be helpful, but not patronizing, or confident, but not arrogant. So this defines your boundaries and lets you know when you've gone too far. This simple exercise will keep your brand from having a split personality. So whether you're writing a tweet, a business proposal, or something in between, the core essence of your brand will always shine through. If you're struggling to make your brand look professional without breaking the bank on designers, you need Style Stock Society in your life. Their weekly drops of gorgeous, diverse stock images and videos will instantly elevate your brand. Plus, they provide quarterly content calendars that basically plan your content strategy for you. And you also get original Canva templates for social media, webinars, workbooks, and presentations, where customization is a breeze. I've been using them for over 6 years to level up my content, and the difference is night and day. Ready to stand out in a good way and elevate your brand? Head to my affiliate link in the description and join today. A brand voice is useless if it only lives in your head. You need to document it, especially if you ever plan to hire help. And this is where a brand voice guide comes in clutch. It's your official style guide for how your business communicates. Your chart should have 4 columns for each of your personality traits: the characteristic itself, a short description, a do list, and a don't list. For the do column, write practical examples. If your voice is witty, a do might be use clever wordplay, but a don't might be don't use sarcasm that could be misinterpreted. This chart will become your single source of truth. It removes the guesswork from content creation and ensures that everyone who writes for your brand is on the same page, creating a seamless and professional experience for your audience. And if that's just you, it's still going to keep you on the same page, not trying to shuffle through papers and notes, remembering what color is this for this hex code and what font did I use for that. Let's do a recap of the steps to build a brand voice that works. First, gather your core info, your mission, and your audience. Second, define your brand's personality with 3 to 5 key adjectives. Third, create a brand voice chart to document your do's and don'ts. And finally, the most important step is to put it into practice consistently on every platform that you use. I know that was a lot. And so I don't expect you to rewatch this video. I've gone more in depth for you. I've got a resource. If you want to make this process even easier, get my fill in the blank workbook that'll help you build out your entire brand voice guide. Download it for free using the link in the description. Which 3 to 5 adjectives did you choose for your brand? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to see them. When you're ready to put that new brand voice guide to work, check out my video right here on how to write website copy that converts. It'll help you apply your voice to the most important pages on your website. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.